You see, for 45 years I have been writing that the best fat for the human system, other than the mother's milk, and mankind is not happy today. In America, there are two diseases, not heart attack and cancer, they have gone side. Suicide, and divorce. Is US medicine best in the world? Who wrote it? A professor in Johns Hopkins University. Her name is Barbara Starfield. And where is the article published? In the very most prestigious American journal called JAMA, Journal of the American Medical Association. Year is 2000, volume 284, page 483. Please read this. No, you should know the reality, right? Where is the reality? All that we are having is hype. You know what happens in any statement? Winston Churchill said it so beautifully. Our papers write various statements, our politicians make various statements, our leaders make various statements, and when I came here, they took me to a room called VIP room. I was afraid, I missed a beat. Because my concept of a VIP is very insignificant person. So I thought, and it proved to be right, because I was supposed to give a keynote address in the beginning, and I was almost being pushed off to an extent that I wanted to go away, and then the young man caught me and said, no, I will give you some time here, just talk. So again I was reminded of what Winston Churchill said. In any statement, there are three important things. What are they? Who makes the statement? If he is somebody very, very big, it's very important statement. How does he make the statement? If he makes it in a fashionable way, call the press and then talk about it, is important. And what he says is the least important. So you have a lot of these statements made, but the reality is, with more money, more industry, more advancement, you have less health, more problems, and mankind is not happy today. In America, there are two diseases, not heart attack and cancer, they have gone side. Suicide, and divorce. I know in Bangalore, they had ordinary courts, and I was talking to the lawyers. In an average, about 1,000 divorces in a year, in all the Bangalore courts. Now they have a divorce court in Bangalore, and every month they have got about 5 to 10,000 divorce cases being filed. So we are catching up with America. We are not bad. We have been aping America, but we are catching up with America. And frustration. When do you get frustration? When you don't have a healthy mind, you get frustration, because I want. Some Shishya came to the Guru and said, I want peace, Swamiji. Swamiji said, repeat that. I want peace. Say that again without the I. Want peace. Say that without the want. Peace. See, there is peace. What disturbed peace? Want and I. So when you want, I want money, I want job, I want promotion, I want this, I want that, I want to be the president of India, and if you don't become, you get frustrated, and the next thing is suicide. Do you want this to happen? Do you want this country also to follow the American way? No. We must have our own. See, we have our own background. Modernity does not come from the United States of America or Britain or Europe. Modernity should come from your own antiquity. There's a beautiful saying. That doesn't mean just say India was great and sleep and eat nothing. No. India was great, but we have to modernize it. That's what, see, for example, modern Western medicine, which we think is the panacea for all modern human ills, has been mumbo jumbo, sorcery and witchcraft 5,000 years ago in the Nile Valley. But it modernized itself. And that is where India has to modernize from its antiquity. I'll give you one example. We have hell of a lot of wonderful drugs for various diseases, but we don't bother about them for the simple reason that the industry from the West is selling it in a big way here, saying that ours is the only thing that few. And what are they selling? Reductionist chemicals. When you put a reductionist chemical in the system says, this is poison, reject it. And it's thrown into the liver for destruction. So every one of you, mark my words, every one of you, when you're taking any tablet, you go for have a liver function test done, your liver function test is damaged. And today we have a new disease, which is a huge disease called non-alcoholic cirrhosis. When I was a student 60 years ago, we never heard of anything other than alcohol as a cause of cirrhosis. Today, we don't have alcoholic cirrhosis at all because there is an awareness about not drinking too much. Of course, they still drink, that's a different thing. But today, non-alcoholic cirrhosis, which kills people left, right and center. And all this we don't think because we think modernity comes from the West. You see, for 45 years I have been writing that the best fat for the human system, other than the mother's milk, is coconut oil, because mother's milk and coconut oil contain the same fatty acid, monolauric acid, which is the basis of our immune system. People have been abusing me. Now America has turned a U-turn and said, yes, coconut oil is good. You go to America today, Costco's big building, their main building is half coconut building. People eat cornflakes with coconut milk and not with cow's milk. It takes time.